the same way I do whenever I've not like known the student before, which is basically I'm going to get you to show me one loss real quick, which you sent me a couple. Which actually, if we can just go over one of those, I will share my screen, and that way I can like play pause. That way I can get a good feel for like who you are as a player and what exactly you need to improve. And then from there, we'll take it to ladder, and I can see where your stress and pain points are, and then we'll go from there. How's that sound?
Yeah, of those two games, I think game 1 was better. Game 2, I mean, both of them were fine. I got destroyed in both. One I felt was closer than the other. The second game, I should have quit 6 minutes into the game. Like I was so far behind.
Okay, then we'll
that
go
I
over
even
the
said
first
out
one then.
loud. Yeah, I even said out loud. I was like, dude, what am I doing? Like, like there's no recovering. So this is he was 3460 MMR Terran on EU.
Okay, so you were playing. Were you playing this on EU or in A?
Yeah, I was playing this on EU. It was on that French tournament thing.
I gotcha. Let's go. Yeah, sorry I wasn't able to make it to that.
No worries. There's only like 5 players, so it was really quick. It is things I really like though, but we could talk about that later.
I gotcha.
In terms of tournament organization.
17. Okay, so whenever you do the extractor trick, first and foremost, you want to send the 15th drone down, and then whenever the overlord pops, you make 1 drone, so up to 16, and then you grab the hatch. That's like the most efficient start you can have.
So the extra drone I make from the overlord just automatically send that down, and
The
then
extra drone you make from the gas geyser, yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then you start the overlord, yeah, and right as it pops, you start 1 drone, and then like 3 seconds later, you should be getting your hatch. Hatch should go down at like between 45 and 47 seconds for reference.
Okay.
Also, doing it this way makes defending against Terran early on a lot easier because your queens are 8 to 10 seconds faster, right? So.
Oh sure, yeah.
So you don't have to worry about any Reaper tryhards or anything like that. Also, on this map, or in maps that have like a really close, like back. Hold on. It's not letting me ping. Hello. Back. Hold on. Very weird. Anyways, sorry, I don't know why it's not letting me ping. That's very odd. But what I was saying is, you want to put the pool like here. Basically, try to make a wall. That way, in case the Reaper goes too deep, you can guaranteed get the kill. Just makes it easier for yourself. There's just a couple small things. Yeah, exactly. Just make it to where they don't have any surface area to go to. So, if you want to send the drone out right here early, that's fine, but you should definitely get both queens before getting a third base as well. So I'm going to write some of this down so I can catch you in it whenever we're laddering. So it's going to be queens. You can do a third base like this, but you need to play gasless. That way you have enough money to get queens still.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, because it's like the additional gas mining, like you're taking 3 drones off of minerals, right, to not be able to do that, and then we're going for a super mineral heavy opener, right, triple hatch, and we need double queen. So it's just like, if you think about it in terms of like linear progression, you only need minerals to further your economy, right? So.
Right.
But yeah. Sorry, I can't. For some reason, that video, that one that I told you that I was about to post, it just keeps failing to commit. I'll have to figure that out later. Reaper comes up here. We have the links and the sign. See, now your queens are super late to deal with the Reaper, right? They would already be done. And if you do the hatch at the time we were talking about, you can you only have to make 1 pair of lings, or you can skip lings. So like for reference, you're going up to 8 lings here. So that's 4 additional drones that we don't have, right?
Right.
Unfortunately, yeah. Could potentially save one here, but that's okay. Like, that's just a misrally on the overlords. So on this map, you want the second overlord to go here, and you want the first overlord to check the ramp and then go out this way. That way you have one at the back of the natural, one here, and then on this map you need to be using lings to spot their move out. So like ling here, and then like ling here. And then that's how you'll keep tabs. You'll keep full tabs on if air units are leaving. You'll be able to send in your 4.5 minute scout from this side, and if they kill that, like, or you don't see anything useful, you can check the back of the natural as well. So it's like if you do that double OV setup on this map every game, you should be able to get all the info you need. You were gonna say something?
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, I have a bad habit of being supply blocked. Like, I lose overlords like it's bad.
I gotcha.
It's bad.
You have a pen and paper on you?
Yeah.
Okay, so the way the overlord, so you're gonna get third overlord at 26, fourth overlord at 31. So it's gonna go 26, 31, 38, and then 46. So those are the numbers that you need to be looking for your first couple overlords. That way you'll maintain like not being supply blocked in the early game. Past 46, so once you get it'll be out of 60 supply at that point because you have your third base will be finishing. You're going to start making 2 overlords per time. And one thing I want us to start doing, if supply blocks are an issue for you, is we need to get you in the habit of the moment you open the larva key. So you click all your hatcheries, right? So say it's for you, it's 4. I'd click 4, and then I'd hit S to go make stuff. And then before you even think about doing anything else, you start at least 1 overlord first. That way, you don't build units and then potentially like, oh, you use all your larvae, but now you're supply blocked, right? Then it makes the supply block even worse. Supply block is the worst for Zerg comparatively to any other race because you're having to actively use your production to make your overlord. So it's just like it's way better to have them being preempted than that. That's just why supply block hurts Zerg so much. Like it hurts every race, of course, but Zerg especially.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, so what supplies did I tell you? For the OVs?
Third at 26, fourth at 31, fifth at 38, sixth at 46.
Yep.
And then at 60, start doing times 2.
Times 2, yeah. And or at least like every time you open your larva key, like making an overlord, because that one will also work too.
Okay.
Open larva. And then OV. Okay. Alright. So you're making a very aggressive amount of links here. This guy, fortunately enough for you, was way late on starting the Hellions. And you're actually going to be able to get some damage on the natural. Now normally, so I don't want you to get a like false idea of thinking this is a good idea, and this isn't me like trying to like shit on you or anything like that, but this guy could have had 2 sets, so 4 Hellions out already at this time, had he been on top of his macro, which he wasn't. But, you know, the better Terrans that you go against, basically, are going to have done that. So what I suggest once speed's done, or even before speed's done, once your queens are out, you should send the first 4 lings across to try to kill the first mule. That's like your main objective. Because if you can get that mule, it slows Terran down a lot. And then with the rest of your lings, we should keep them like here. Okay, you can at least see my mouse, right? So we should keep them like somewhere near the third base, and then you have 1 ling to spot. And what you're spotting for is the Hellions to leave. And the moment that the Hellions leave, you're going to wait like 5 seconds, and then you're going to send all the links into the natural. Because you want the Hellions to be like somewhere here on the middle of the map. That way, okay, he's not really far enough to commit to killing your drones, right? But he's also gonna guaranteed lose some stuff back at home, kind of thing. So these are the kind of moves that we want to be like thinking about with early aggression like this, because we need to get something done considering how much we're hurting our own economy to do so, right?
Yeah, so we're like not so much like we kind of hide the link so that way when he's halfway up the map and we send him in, it either prevents him from going forward and he brings the Hellion back, or he won't have much of a defense.
Exactly. So it's just like you can do at least as much damage to him as he's going to do to you. And once we start the normal queen production as well here in a minute on ladder, I'll tell you like you want to be getting your third queen right after your third base, right at 31 supply normally. But so somewhere around there. I'll give you an idea of when you start it, once we start playing some games. But basically, like, the moment you know that Hellions are on the field, you want to start another queen in your main base, pull this one down to the natural, and have both of them at the front. And then 3.5 minutes, you want Roach Warren, Evo Chamber. That way, 2 queens can block this whole area, and you don't have to worry about your drones getting roasted. And then it makes stuff like this way better, because now he can't get counter damage done. So if on the off chance the Terran doesn't decide to go home, they commit across the map, which in my opinion is probably what they should do. Like, what normal wisdom would tell you, because, like, you're already committed to an attack. You're caught with your pants down. So the best thing you can do is do counter damage, right? Via that thought process. But as long as we have the wall with the queens while we're thinking about doing something like this, the Hellions won't be able to get in and do any damage, yet he will be sustaining damage, right? So it's just like, this is a good example of preempting what the potential is going to be. And now we're talking about, like, this matchup as a whole, not necessarily this exact game. But I just want to give you an idea of how our early game should start to look.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I do end up with, like, a pseudo wall, not a full-on wall that you're talking about, but yeah, before the tournament, I looked at his previous history, and I know he goes Hellions Banshees, and so I was trying to delay him as much as possible, because I know he likes his Banshees.
I gotcha.
But yeah, no, what you're saying makes 100% makes sense, because I take a lot of damage, and you'll see what I'm talking about here.
Got another SCV. Not terrible.
Yeah.
We're making some more lings. Right now, the problem is our drone count's super low. So, did I ever tell you what the rule is for Zerg?
No.
Okay, the rule is...
If you have, I forgot it.
That's okay, yeah. The rule is you're trying to do 10 drones per minute the game has gone on. So right now at 450, we should be nearing 50 drones, like 47, 48, and we're only at 36. And that's like bare minimum. So basically you can tell, like, if you're being greedy or not by using this rule of thumb. So say if it's 6 minutes and you have 85 drones, you're probably being very greedy, for example, right? But it is possible to have, but like in this scenario, we're just very behind in terms of our drone count. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that our queens were so late. Like, even though you got this extra hatchery worth of larvae, it's like we missed an entire inject cycle worth. So it's like we missed an additional 6 larvae, basically, off the start.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We also, yeah, without having we haven't been able to scout because we don't have our first overlord died, but it's okay. And this is another reason why you want a roach warren as well. That way you don't have to build these spines. You can just build roaches, and roaches are never useless. And you might be like, well, what if I want to play Ling Bane? You can make 3 Ravagers out of the roaches that you make for early defense, and it helps you clear out tanks and libs so easily, or so much more easily than it otherwise would be. And they just add in that support. So ideally, you make a Roach Warren, and then whenever you think the Hellion Banshee's coming across, we have Lair done, hopefully. We're finishing, Overseer done, like 3 to 4 Queens, and then 6 to 8 Roaches. And then all these Lings could actually be on the other side of the map if you did make the Lings. But in the scenario I'm thinking about in my head, we wouldn't have even made the Lings, because Lings are pretty pointless, right? Unless we're playing, like, very low gas, but we're not. We're playing actually very, very high gas. You actually have way too much gas considering your worker count. You usually want to be at least in like a 3.5 to 4 to 1 ratio in the early game of minerals to gas, and right now we are like 45-55, you know. So there's very few things that Zerg can do with this much gas early on. Like, everything on Hatch Tech is very mineral heavy. Even the vast majority of stuff, excluding Mutalisks on Lair Tech, are also very mineral heavy. So, and then you can write this down as well. So we actually write these 2 things down. We're gonna write down 330 Roach Warren, because that should be in all matchups, like Universal, Zerg, Protoss, and Terran. You should get a 330 safety Roach Warren. And then for PVZ, you're gonna do 340 spores. For PVT, or for ZVT, excuse me, you're going to do 440 spores. So 1 minute apart from each other. And that's just 1 spore in each mineral line to be safe.
Okay.
So we're chasing these off creep, which if there's ever more than 3 Hellions, it's almost impossible to kill them off of creep. Mm-hmm. But this is a great example, by the way, of what I was talking about. Imagine if those Lings were counterattacking right now. He has literally 0 units right here to defend this. Like, he has 2 Marines that would walk down, but I'm just saying, like, you would make him look away kind of thing and not focus on the attack.
Right.
Get some Hydras. Always want to start Hydra speed first. And also, you're noticing what I'm talking about here. This very big discrepancy in minerals to gas, because we need majoritively minerals.
Yep.
So you definitely play, yeah, you considering how much map control you had in the early game with your Ling attack, you played very, very scared. And that costs us at least, this is at least 7 drones right here, which it should only be 3 for the spores. And that's where the Roach Warren comes in, right? It's like you'd much rather not spend the drones on the defense early on if possible. Spine crawlers are great later on when we have drones to spare, but we don't have drones to spare right now.
Right.
And then this is where, like, Ling spotters would come in major handy. You know, knowing that this attack was coming before it got to, like, here would be very, very nice. Good snipe on the Banshee. We don't have a queen at the 3rd either. I don't think we have ever had a queen at... Oh, we have extra queens. Maybe she just came away from the 3rd. Nice. We should kill those mines. Very good. We're still making units, though. So we're going against a Terran with more workers than we have, who already has 4 command centers done. This command center is even off center, but he's still going to be mining more than you because of mules. Yeah, so at this point in the game, if we stuck to our current rule, we should be already at 85 drones. Like, regardless of what's happening, that rule of thumb is like a baseline rule. Like, despite what's going on in the game, this is what you shoot for regardless kind of thing. It's not oh, if you are able to hit this, you're being greedy kind of thing. It's just what you need to be able to progress the game to the later stages. Now, you can play the game on lower drone counts, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it basically what it means is what if you do manage to max out or, like, get, you know, say like 150, 160 supply, you have 1 army and 1 shot to win the game. That's usually what that entails, like having that low of a drone count. It's 1-1 against 1-1. We should be making our way to Hive. Yeah, we're still just making units, though. So this is a... Like, we're all in with 40 less supply, is what this is looking like to me right now.
I completely missed his move out right there.
Yeah. We're also off creep, though, with very little supply. Like, I can't imagine any world in which this goes well for you unless you have Burrow. This is actually really good. Like, being able to actually stunt his economy... Okay, we go back. So
yeah, because that huge attack.
Yeah, of course. But it's one of those things where it's like, if you were gonna go back, what we needed to do was the moment he scanned and you saw nothing, you should pull the Hydras and Banelings back and then leave the Lings to massacre the bases, basically. Like, because you would be able to kill all of these SCVs most likely, and keep him off a 3rd and a 4th base. And then if you're able to clean up the army at home, right, then you're actually in a semi-decent spot. You're up to 4 hatches, stuff like that. But we committed for a couple seconds, got the base down really low. We didn't kill it. We only killed 2 workers, and then now we're coming back. And what that means is he's already in our face doing damage. So it's just like he would have been ahead on the base race ever so slightly, because it seems like he was already kind of ready for that kind of thing. And Terran tends to be pretty good in base race situations regardless. But it's like the least we could do is make sure that the damage he sustains is significant here. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, we're not trading. I'm not trading anything.
Exactly. Yeah. And now we're just kind of hoping that he screws up and lets all of his units die, which he does, like, quite a few of them. Like, that was actually a really good fight for you. And you clean up, and you kept 1 base alive. But now, let's take a stock of the situation, right? He's 5th command center is already almost done. And now this is, like, due to bad macro, but my point still stands. Like, we're down to 3 hatches and 37 workers, right? So it's just like, right. The moment he gets 2-2, it's going to be almost impossible for us to win. Another thing you can go for when you're behind is Burrow. Like, Burrow Banes do wonders, or Lurkers. Like, a good use for your gas, if you want to play this gas heavy, would be to play, like, Ling Lurker. This guy's already making ghosts. That's crazy. Built all the mines. And then we should have backed off there. All you have to do is back up like 2. You don't even necessarily have to like. If you want to go for the all-in fight, that's fine. But try to bait him down the ramp into a concave against you. That way, it's like just try to take the best fight for yourself possible, which upper ramp is almost never going to be the case. And it especially doesn't make that much sense whenever there's an open area up here, right? Like we could have just gone this way and fought on even ground instead of fighting up a ramp.
Right.
Hydra's still pretty good units though. GG.
Yeah, I knew at that point like I was behind.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it was due to your own like you got yourself behind in the early game with how our economy was moving. So early game eco. So today we're gonna be working on the bread and butter of Zerg builds, which is the 8-minute roach max. So now I'm gonna have you stream your games, and we're gonna play some ladder.
Okay. Yeah. 1 second.
Yeah. No worries. I'm going to use the restroom as well.
All right, I'm back. Are you here? Or I think you took off. I think you said you. Oh, I don't want that. Share screen. So you want me to jump into a game?
Yeah, share your screen first, and then we're gonna do some live ladder where you're gonna let me be the brain and you're gonna be the hands. And we're gonna guide that way. See how the games go. You can get a feel for how the game is supposed to play out.
All right, do you want me to play it on the Diamond account or EU, which is like gold?
Let's play on the Diamond account just because of less ping. Zerg is really is probably the hardest race to play with ping, in my opinion. Now it gets easier as you get higher level because you start if you focus more on like run bys and counterattacks, then you get to the A move point. But early on, as far as defense goes, like misclicks can result in you losing a bunch of units early on, which that doesn't normally happen that much with like Protoss or Terran, for example. But like you misclick some Zerglings right by some Hellions, right? Then you lose 15 of them instantly, kind of thing. It's just more punishing. Also, you're sharing your BattleNet launcher for me. Yeah.
Change stream. What about that? Oh, so the application to resume.
Hi, dude. What's up, buddy?
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
All right. You ready?
You can see it now, right?
Yep. I can indeed. Let's win some video games, dude.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
3380. You can get some Diamond 2 right here.
Yeah.
Good little holiday break there. Very nice. Hopefully your Christmas went well, dude.
Yeah, it was good.
Love to hear it. I always love this kind of year, or this time of year. Makes me I don't know, just want to do more in my life. I have a lot of very successful siblings, so.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. All right. Good luck. Let's get into it.
Good luck. Have fun.
This is EVP. All right.
Can't buy stuff on credit this game.
Sorry if the clicking bothers.
Dude, you're good. For versus Protoss, we'll do a little bit earlier of a build. I'm gonna teach you a like pretty basic all-in that Eon showed me, and it's 40 drone Ravagerling. So we're gonna go up to 3 hatches, 2 bases. We're gonna go up to 43 drones, and we're going to all-in him with 9 Ravagers and like 85 Lings.
Okay.
All right. Nice. You can put it down. The hatch down. You don't have to worry about blocks whenever the hatch. Make drones. Make drones.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, sorry. So then you go up to 17, and then you make a gas, and then you build one more. So make a gas right now. Yep, and then make another drone. Nice, and that drone builds the pool. You can just rally that one away from the mineral line. Yep, and it builds the pool. Don't let it walk all the way behind the mineral line, and keep spinning your larva. So for reference, because we were just, for example, on the tightness of the build, because we were a little bit late to spin our larva and we let that drone walk all the way to the back of the mineral line, our pool was about 10 seconds late.
Oh, would you say to build it?
Yeah,
like
well, just basically take note of your money in the early game, and if you're gonna be floating like even 80 to 90 minerals, just build it as close as you can, because like it's just a good idea to reference how behind you are. So let's go ahead and grab the next overlord. Nice. Against Protoss, second overlord should always stay above your natural hatchery. That way you can check for cannon rush. But
oh, yeah,
right.
I sent it over here to
pull 1 out of gas, leave 2 on gas for now. Start your queens, and then start your link speed. Very good. Very good. And then just keep droning for now. The first overlord's looking for the adept to leave the wall. And the moment you see the adept leave, then we'll start 4 lings. But for now, keep droning. Keep spinning your larva. Go ahead and send a drone to your third base to take it. Keep building drones. Okay. Yep. We take the base now. Don't build any more drones till you take the base. Inject. Fix your saturation. So re-rally your hatcheries to your natural. Yep. Fix your saturation in your main base to your natural. Start. Yep. And then start an overlord. Oh, that was a lot of drones. This is way too many.
Yeah.
So, if you pull drones off like that, we lose mining time. Make sure you start Novi. Okay, and then we're going to keep droning for now. Yep. And then you can start 1 queen in your main base. Go ahead and preemptively start 1 more overlord, because we started 1 so late. Start 1 more overlord, like we talked. Yep, and then keep drone a bit, and then we need to take Roach Warren, Evo Chamber, and double gas at the natural. So, yep, Roach Warren, Evo in the wall. In the wall. It's not the wall. It's okay. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Inject, creep spread towards the third. Okay. Drone the gases and finish droning the 1 in your main, and then drone the 2 at your natural. There's no third base, so we're gonna let's go ahead and grab our spore crawlers as well, so we can stay safe against Oracle. So 1 spore, you should do it in the middle of the mineral line. Yeah, you can let that one finish. But just move it whenever it's done. 1 in the natural as well. Keep droning. Yep. How many drones are we at? Hover over your supply to tell. Hover 35. So we need 35. To make 8 more. 8 more drones. 4, 5, 6. 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay. Now we make 9 roaches from here on out. From here. All right. So add them to control groups as you're making them.
Oh, I was one away from the pop, but yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but that's the most OP thing about Zerg, is being able to hotkey from eggs. Just keep making drones. Or not drones, roaches. Sorry, we made 5. We only made 5 so far. We need to go up to 9. Okay, start more OVs. Start like 3 or 4. Because we basically open yourself up. Yeah, you started 2. Start 2 more. Just trust. Spread your creep to your third. Also, in the future, whenever we do this build, the third queen you made, the one that goes down to the natural, that one can be your third base queen. All right, move that. Make 3 more roaches. No, not that many.
Oh, sure.
Not that many. Yeah. Now the rest links. Wrestlings. Keep making stuff. Yep. And then we get our injects going. Now start making all your roaches into Ravagers and start walking across the map. So all Ravs. And we're just making Lings to follow this up. There we go. Start 2 OVs and then more Lings. Keep going. We got to start going across the map. The Ravagers will catch up. They're faster than everything else.
Carriers?
That's
What
fine.
the fuck?
That's fine. Counter. No, dude, don't stay home. You have nothing you have hits up. Just start spores and start queens. Start like 3 spores in each base and then kill him with the attack. That's the plan. You can also bile down carriers. The best thing you can do in these kinds of situations is not panic. Pull out a gas on. Get in there. Attack. Attack him. He'll probably recall. Just start a couple more spores. Yeah. Watch your attack. Make sure we kill him. We gotta kill him here. Bile through the. Get in there. Bile the pylon. Get in the main base. We gotta go for the stargates. Yep. So just squeeze all. Bile the carriers when you walk up the ramp. Try to hit them both. Possible. Keep going. Just keep attacking and then bile the carriers as you're attacking. Target the probes if you can. Just A move. So the roaches actually hit the probes. And then just focus on the biles after the A moves. Yeah. Nice. Start a spire. Or start a lair, excuse me, and more queens. You see how he's not attacking you right now? This is important. Very important time to catch up. Start drones. Yep, you killed a bunch of probes. You broke down the wall. Very good. All right. Now we're going to lose some ovies. We need to keep making queens, and we need to make more spores. Start drones. Look at your supply. Very low, because we're not spinning our larva. So we don't want to go to we don't want to send the drones to the one base with no spores, right? Just as a point of reference. We also need to start like 5 more spores.
5 more.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we just don't we need a layer like ASAP. We have nothing to hit air. Oh, okay, it's on the way. Redrone your main. You have 0 out of 3, 0 out of 3, 10 out of 16. So like drones we make can go there. Get all your queens together. Yep. Now, one thing I want to point out is you got a bunch of bile damage done on the carriers, but you kept biling other like alternate carriers, and we did a bunch of damage to 2 instead of just target. Yep. Target them down. Yeah, that's why I said we need like 5 more spores. We need enough to be able to kill the interceptors. Target the carriers. Yep. Okay. It's okay. We can rewind this game, and we'll just go. We'll go next. It's unfortunately, we wanted to rewind so we can actually look at the replay.
oh shit, my bad.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. So, yeah, GG. So very important there is we need. So first thing before we do anything, let's go into your hotkeys real quick. We're gonna change a hotkey. Go to hotkeys at the bottom. Global. Unit management. Scroll all the way down to choose ability or AI target right there. Click that one. Add alternate and press C. Okay, now accept. Yep. So now your corrosive biles are on rapid fire. So you can just hold the button down and wave your mouse, and you don't have to worry about like clicking them in a certain area. And what this does is you can just hold the C key down. Like here, I'm actually going to show you this for reference. But here's the idea of what I wanted you to do against those carriers whenever they came back home. Which that guy did F2 home, by the way. You saw how much time it bought you by attacking him?
Yeah.
So we had at least 9 Ravagers there. So I'm gonna give myself 9 Ravagers for this, and then we'll give him 2 carriers because that's what was in there, and he had them right next to each other like this. So we start attack. So I want you to go like.
I don't see your screen.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
No worries.
I'm pretty sure I am streaming actually. Yeah. Check now.
Yeah, it's not.
Click off my face, and then.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you see it?
Yep.
Okay, so this is what it should. This is what it should look like.
Oh shit.
See that? So that
Yeah.
was the idea. Whenever I had you walking up that ramp, so it's just like better to have him come home, and then if we kill like 2 or 3 carriers there, as well as all the probes, then we're golden. Also, something else that we did that was a mistake in that game is we kept trying to like move command towards the carriers with the Ravagers, but we were grabbing everything. So your Lings and Roaches were walking around a lot instead of doing damage. So it's okay. All right, we'll go back to start streaming again. We'll get back into it. But we also we spread out the damage across the carriers, and because of us doing that, we actually didn't get any kills. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
Yeah. So we just gotta be a little bit more on top of our prioritizing, but that's okay. Let's get into the next one. If you notice how high your supply was in that game, it was 5:15 in the game, and we had already 100 supply. That's how that's what a good early game eco can feel like, even for doing things like all-ins. And that all-in in particular, you can macro out of as long as you're making drones as you're going across the map. So you make a bunch of units, and as you start to leave, you then make drones behind it, and you're already on 3 bases. And the first round of drones gets you up to 50. So it's just you can macro out of it for sure.
Yeah, I was the first seeing carrier rush like that.
Yep, it's all good.
Oh, these nuts! Fuck this guy.
Let's beat him.
I hate this guy so much.
Good luck, have fun. You need more minerals. In my day, we mined 8 minerals at a time. You have not enough minerals.
We're doing an extractor trick, or are we doing overlord?
Yeah.
In my day,
Okay, so you want to do the extractor trick before you do the OV.
we require more minerals.
Nice. You can rally that drone to the natural out from the egg. No. Yeah,
Oh.
the one from the egg. Yep. I should also hotkey your first overlord at least. I usually put them on 3, but that way you can get double click very quickly. Start one drone, and then make the hatch. Okay, it's all good. It doesn't matter if it's just a little bit out of order. As long as we're doing the 15 hatch, that's all I really care about, or 16 hatch rather. Keep making drones. No. We go up to 17 first. Yep. So one more. Yep. Very good. One more, and that guy can make the pool, so you can rally him to make the pool. Very good. Now we're talking. All right, your overlords are going in very odd paths. One of them needs to be going directly towards the natural. Yep. Or
What? Yeah, it was scout.
just scout. Yeah, I got you. But
In my day, we mined 8 minerals at a time. We need more money. Minerals.
all right, keep making drones. Yep. Just as fast as you can, whenever they're ready. Early game's so peaceful.
Yeah.
Very nice. You can rally the next drone you just made to the natural. Don't. No. That's wasting mining. That's wasting mining time. Just rally the new ones you make down to the natural, and then you just re-rally your worker hat. Yep. Start your queens. Whenever they're ready. Okay. Pull out a gas. It's versus Terran. You can send those guys to the natural. See 19 out of 16. Just grab 3 drones and send them to the natural. Yep. Start 1 pair of lings. All right, keep droning. Go ahead and send a drone at your natural to the 3rd base. It's okay. Just start an overlord, and then we'll take a 3rd early. Fix your saturation from your main to your natural too. We have 1 guy we can send over there. Do you use camera locations by chance?
I do not.
Okay, I'll show you how to set those up after this. Lings come kill this.
Ugh.
It's okay. It's fine. Just make drones whenever the overlord pops. That's what your focus is right now. Nice. Inject. Your queens are done. More drones. Yep. Next is an overlord. Okay. Nice. Send that guy in. In about a minute, we'll send that guy in to scout. Make an overlord, and then drone. No, we have not made our overlord yet.
I have 1 cooking.
Okay, good. Keep making drones then. And then we need to, in about 15 seconds, we grab Roach Warren, Evo Chamber, on the natural. Let's go ahead and saturate that 1 gas in our main base, and we're going to play off 1 gas until we have full 3 base mineral saturation. So now send some more drones to your... some of the ones you just made, rally them to your main base, because you only have 12 out of 16. So you can double-click those eggs, and then, yeah. Alright, and then we need Roach Warren, Evo Chamber in the wall, and then grab an Overlord, or 2. Nice. Okay, now the queen at the natural, have her do 1 tumor towards the 3rd. Don't inject with the natural queen. 1 tumor towards the 3rd. We need to connect the bases. Yep. Very good. Okay. Now we don't know what's coming. Send your Overlord in to scout. Grab a, not that one, the other one. Sorry, I should have been more specific. That guy stays. That guy's the follow-up scout. This guy's the main scout. Make drones. We have a lot of cash. Nice. Inject. Start your queen at your 3rd. And then start an additional queen as well. Yep. All right. Now at your natural, start a lair. Okay. And then we need to start +1 if you haven't already. +1 missile. It's a reactor on the... Let's go ahead and grab our 440 spores here. What is that? Barracks. Okay. So it's 2 and 1 actually. No, you don't need the spores anymore. Just make roaches.
Oh.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We just needed all extra information. So you can do Roach and Ling for now. Grab a 4th base and then do Roach and Ling. Nice. Grab a 5th base on the right middle side as well. That way, in case you lose one, we got supply blocked. We need to start like 5 OVs.
Do I need more gas?
Well, we just need to be on supply block right now. Start a couple more Overlords. Grab your queens and get them to the front and start spreading your creep. And then we just need to make some roaches whenever these Overlords pop. Couple roaches. Units, Draven. Make units.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lings. You can just hold the button. Oh, okay. Queens target the Medivacs. Back up. We need to wait on units. Start more units. Just F2, A move. Just restart your queens. Make like 10 OVs, please. We've been supply blocked for a long time. Let's go. Yep. Okay. It's okay. We can just cancel that base. We have another base about to finish. You don't have to worry about defending it for now. Just, yep. Inject if you have any queens left after you cancel. Cancel, inject. Oh, we don't have any queens left. Okay, that's fine. Grab 2 additional gases, Baneling Nest, and then make Lings. Saturate the gases when you grab them. So make 3 drones and then right-click the gases whenever you do this kind of thing. Also, 3rd base, what's our saturation looking like over there? Not that great. Okay. You're fine. Just keep droning. We got to keep spending our larva. Grab a macro hatch in your main base. We have a ton of cash because we actually had good eco at the beginning of the game. All right. Inject. Inject. We desperately need injects, yeah. I'm so very glad these queens are finally done. Drones? Okay. We need to go up to like 80 drones like we originally planned to. And then grab Baneling Speed. Okay. Grab Baneling Speed and then start a couple Banes. Let's not fight this yet, yeah. Just make Lings to reinforce this. Re-grab your 4th base in the center. Like we just lost a base, so we need to and then double expand. So he just left the bottom left, so retake that one as well, and then we need to drone, like, as hard as we can. Drone the 3rd after you take this base. Yep. Nice. Keep droning. Drone the 3rd. Inject. Okay. We need a couple. We want to try to wait on Bane speed. We want to try to wait on Bane speed. We don't really care if he's up here. Yeah. So make a couple more Banes. Grab Evo, or start +1 on your Evo and grab a 2nd Evo. Yep. And then we need to grab a Hydra Den. Well, I wasn't intending on playing Ling Bane, but make sure you're injecting one. Grab your macro hatch and add it to your control group. We're very low on supply, and we're not fully droned up on 3 bases yet, so, yep. Okay. Transfer some of your drones from your third to your natural. We have 10 out of 16 and then 21 out of 16 over there or something like. Yeah, there you go. All right, overlords. We're about to be very supply blocked. All right, start some Banes. Nice. And then Hydra speed, and then +1 Carapace. Hydra speed and +1 Carapace. We don't really care about this. Nice. Inject. All right, Hydras and then Lings. Make as many Hydras as you can, and then Lings. Okay, now we have plenty of army. We need to try to drone up to 80. How many drones are we at? Scroll over your supply. 51, yeah. So we need to drone. Grab your fourth base. It's not in your control group. There we go. More OVs. All right, Overseer with your Overlord at the natural. Yeah, you can clear that. You can. Okay, now very important that we can engage whenever you want to engage, but we need to make more Banes while we're engaging. So you can fight that. You can fight that. Just go. But then grab some Lings and make some more Banes. Rebuild the base with the drones that are there. He's going to go to your main base as a drop in your natural as well.
They're attacking your base, you know. You're under attack.
Send some to your main base. Nice. Target the medevacs. We're making units while we still have 50 drones. We have, like I said, we have plenty of army. We need to get to our drone count that we want. All right. Start your rebuild your Evo. Get your +2 going again. Grab a lurker den. Kill this. Yeah, this is fine. Wow. Okay, rebuild your second Evo. You just killed. All right, we need to send some Ling spotters out as well. We have no map vision. So let's send 1 or 2 Lings. Let's try to take those guys out of our hotkey group if possible. You gotta grab the Hydras as well, if you're gonna do it this way. Yep. Okay, now make drones. Drones. Okay, the fourth base is just now mining, so it's not that bad. Make some OVs. We're supply blocked. We didn't start any. We need a queen for the third base. We need to be injecting. Restart your upgrades. Start all three upgrades. Yep, that's fine. Okay, grab gases at your third base, and then drone your fourth with the rest of your supply that you just opened up for yourself. So, yeah. Drones for the gas geysers, and then drone your fourth. All right. Okay, rebuild your fourth on immediately. Yeah, it's fine. Now build Lings, but don't max out. We need to leave like 10 supply open. Okay, and now back up. No, we don't. You're chasing in his vision. No, that's not the smartest thing to do. Let's build a couple lurkers. Oh, we don't. We never built a den. We never built the lurker den. I thought we did.
I thought I did too.
Yeah, it's okay. Build an infestation pit. And then let's start your second Hydra upgrade. We never got speed. That's why we're not able to chase any of this down. Okay. All right, finish maxing out on Lings. Let's make a bunch of Banes, and then let's get ready to attack.
You're maxed out. Good job never skipping leg day.
All right. Grab all your new hatcheries in your hatch hotkey before we leave, and make sure we are injected everywhere. Oh, there's a drop right there. Losing this upgrade. Transfuse the Evo chamber with the queen. Okay, she died. Nice. Start a spore back there. All right, remake Lings and let's go. Our drone count still isn't great, so let's go. Let's go across the map. Nice. So let's start +2 Carapace. +2 melee. Every supply you have open, make drones for the new bases. We are still very low on drone count. Nice, good kills. Let's go across the map. Start a hive while we're doing this. We're going to work on transitioning behind this. Hive. Nice. Get some injects going. in your main base. Don't. No, it's fine. Just go across the map and then split some Ling Bane back home. You have another base on the other side. Yeah. So big army across the map. Wait. Okay, yeah. Those guys go in the main, or to your third. Yep. He's gonna go in your main. Nice. This is good. Your main base, Draven. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Just don't panic. The worst thing you can do here is panic. Grab those guys, add them to the other hotkey group. I'm going to show you... keep going. Build stuff. Hydras. Very good. Alright, inject. He's going to go back to your third or fourth. We need to start preempting these moves. So get your guys going. Add them to a second hotkey group. You're so worried about all arming everything. Yeah. He's going to go back to your main base. Just gonna wait on. All right, now with the big army, you can go up the natural. See how it does. We got to do something. So leave a couple units by your third if possible. Oh, you're bringing everything. Yeah. Rehotkey while you have everything grabbed. Go up the natural. The natural is gonna be our best bet. I know this talk is going up a ramp. Oh, beautiful. Go up the natural. Nice. You saw I brought his drops home, so you can bring everything back with you. This is a good time to F2. We don't want to fight up into the planetaries. That's why we want to go up into the natural. The natural is going to be the juicy underbelly. Okay? He's playing mech. Or, I don't know. Alright. Just Hydra Ling reinforcements. Make Hydras and Lings. Get up there. You can fight this. Just spread out as much as you can. You're doing a great job. Nice. Don't go into a concave. Stay in your concave. You're fine. Nice. Stutter step. Keep making stuff. Nice. Kill all the workers. Don't focus on... Yeah, you can get the planetaries after you kill the workers, but the workers can... Or the planetaries. The orbitals, I mean. Yep. Get in there. That's an upgrade that's going right there. Yeah, if you can kill that tank, that's huge. Just A move. Make sure on A move. Make sure on A move to stop. Yeah, A move. That way, because the units up top are going to do a bunch of damage. Yeah. You're doing a great job. All right, just back up, make them come down the ramp, and then we should have our reinforcements coming in pretty soon. Just keep rallying across. Hydras and Lings. All right, build some drones behind this. Drones. Yep. Get those guys into the natural and up the main base ramp, and you win the game. Stutter step forward. Yep, very good. Make more drones behind this. Very nicely done. Alright, start Adrenal. Oh, you don't have money now. It's okay. Inject. Yep, very good. Send your drones to mining. Doing a great job. Just get those guys up the ramp. Does the tank get the third? You can hit it from the high ground. You can hit both of them from the high ground. Just... Yeah, the Hydras can. The Roaches can't. Okay. Alright. We're fine. Alright, we need to fix our saturation to the new bases. We have... Also never retook our bottom left base. Grab your lurker upgrades. That's going to be massively important. Grab both. Yep. Yeah, inject. You can A move, yeah. Now make lurkers with these Hydras. More. Yep. And then we're just, yeah. Very nice. This guy still has a ton of eco, so. But we know he sucks in the big army fights, so that's what matters. Go ahead and grab your +3 ranged attack, and then Adrenal Glands. Yep, then Adrenal Glands. Spawning pool. Yep. Adrenal is the equivalent to a +3 upgrade. Another +3 upgrade, so. All right, now we're just making hydras and lings. Burrow your lurkers by your newest base. That way we don't lose it. No, not. Sorry, I meant the one that's mining. My apologies. Yeah. Good split. This is a good split. Burrow that there. All right, make more drones. And we need to. Yep. All right, how many drones are we at now? Are we at a decent count? Hover over 80. This is where we want to be. Okay, we just need to take another base that way. So take top, center, right. Very good. Okay, hydras and lings. Nothing but hydras and lings from here on out. And we'll fix the oversaturation once the base is ready to go. Because like you have a lot of. Look at that. He's gonna boost. Yep. More lurkers. Make more lurkers. We have a lot of gas. Send out some changelings to scout for you. You have a new base at the top right. You have an overseer by your third with full energy. That's why I said send out some changelings. My apologies. By your third base. Oh, there. It was with your army. There we go. Knew that was going to get attacked. Let's try not to lose that if possible. More hydras, more lings. More hydras, more lings. Yeah. Good. Burrow that guy there. That's fine. Split the changelings up. Try to put one in each attack path. That way we know where the units are coming from. Okay. This gives us time to defend. Let's try to defend this if possible. Burrow those guys there. Nice. You killed everything. More lings. You've already made a ton of hydras, so we want to make a lot of lings. All right. Now the base is about to finish. Transfer your oversaturated drones from your third to that new base. You have a lot on your third base. That base as well. Yeah. That's why we need camera locations. These guys to mining. Okay, third base. Your third base has a ton of workers on it, Draven. Look at that. No, you can take all of those except one drone. You only need one drone left on your third base. So transfer more drones from your third to that new base. Also, if you hit control and then grab your idle worker key, so like control and then F1, it grabs them all. If you do a, so like control click the button, for example. Yeah, look at that. It grabs all of them. Now go to your new base. Very good. Okay, more lings. More lings. Okay, and back up. We need to make Banes. Back up. That just indicated that he's going to attack you. We need to back up. We need to make more lurkers and more lings. Yeah. Just back up. We can only lose units there, unfortunately. Carapace is fine. That's good. Fix your rallies. Our stuff is rallying to our bases. Okay. More lings, and then we need to make lurkers and lings. Yep, so grab the hydras, make like 10 more lurkers. So there's F2, and then hold down the E key. You hear me? Yeah, oh, sorry. F2, tab, and then E. Oh, that was all Vipers. Oh, fuck. Can you cancel the new eggs that you just built? I'm sorry, those are all Vipers. Okay. Sorry, I'm not meaning to confuse you. Let's grab your hydras, and let's make some more lurkers. Nice, rebuild the base. We need overseers with our army as well. Or grab overlord speed. Because I think we have overseers, I just don't think we... Alright, the Vipers are done. Let's make use of them at least. Grab the Vipers and start consuming some stuff. You can just hold... Yeah, nice. I like that. Now grab your Vipers, start consuming, and we'll use those for Blinding Cloud. You have a third Viper as well. Nice. Send some of those workers to your bottom left base. You have 12 out of 1 right there. Yep, look at that. Make lings. All right. All right, let's go across. We're going to go for the natural again. That's fine. Send like 2 lings up, or like 10 lings up there and it's fixed, or 1 lurker with the lings. This is fine. We need to try to come in from 2 angles. So go up this ramp. Yep. Split half your army on the left side. No, don't go the whole army. Okay. Yeah, you see what I mean? So split half where you are already going. Unburrow and then... God. All right, Blinding Clouds.
I lost...
You're good?
What the fuck?
You're fine. Nice. Now burrow. Burrow the lurkers. Burrow the lurkers. Don't lose them. Burrow them. Oh. Alright, rebuild stuff. Is that a lib? What's killing our drones? Or what's happening on the left side? It is a lib.
Liberator.
Just start a spore. We have a lot of cash still. We're fine. Hydras. Yeah. Hydra killed a lib. Rebuild your drones. You just lost like 80, or not, you lost like 40 drones there. So we need to rebuild all of our workers. Alright, and we made a bunch of links, so let's focus on making hydras. Send those guys to actually mining. They're long distance mining from the bottom left. Resaturate your bases, like your gases on your 4th base. It's a bit of mine that's there. Start a spore spine combo. Yep. And then remake a bunch of drones. We have a lot of cash, and we need to. If there's ever a time to recover, it's right now. Make your drones. Yep. Nice. Now make lurkers with the hydras. I want you to take the vipers out. Actually, for now, kill your vipers. I would much rather you burrow the lurkers than worry about the vipers right now. Nice. Okay. Try to spread out if we can. Let's not come in from one angle. This is not going to work. We got to back up. Okay. We can call it there. GG on that one. It's all good. So we had that game in the bag, unfortunately. That fight in the middle where we kind of threw it away. I'm sure the army graph will reflect that as well. So regardless of it was MMR, like, who really cares? You had him beaten. Click graphs for me. That's what I'm talking about right there. So we had both. We had two. So like, basically, whenever we tried to go after those tanks in his natural, that's where we started losing just a little bit too much. Basically, like you only need to keep a backbone of like 8 to 10 hydras, and then the rest lings, and that'll the hydras will do the damage. But whenever the lings were gone and we're waiting on reinforcements, the hydras are then vulnerable to his reinforcements. So we could have ended the game there if we were a little bit more careful with our army, but that's okay. You still did a decent job recovering after the fact, and we had not only a much more quality army. Actually, yeah, it was just way more quality. We had vipers plus lurkers. Had we burrowed all those lurkers, we only burrowed 2 in that fight, by the way. We lost 13 of our 15 lurkers without them being burrowed. So the vipers were definitely messing us up there. And I know this probably isn't your normal style of playing these kinds of games, so it's definitely going to be overwhelming at first. I'm going to end the recording there.